YouTube, what's up? What's happening? How y'all doing? I'm doing well. I just get out of work right now, and I wanted to make this video for you guys because I've been thinking about my past a lot. I was struggling a lot with my energy levels about a year ago. I'd wake up and I feel like shit. Like after a full night's rest, I woke up and I just felt terrible. Like I just couldn't even get out of bed. And there's a lot of reasons that could be, but just in case there's anyone else out there going through that, I wanted to help kind of guide y'all through the process and give you some clues as to what might be going wrong. So for me, I had started having some sleeping issues as well. I always went to sleep on time, and I tried to wake up consistently at the same time. That's like a very big tip, at least. If we're trying to maximize sleep and the gains that you make through your sleep, you need to be going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, getting some sunlight in the morning. That's going to trigger the melatonin release that same night, like 15 hours later. So you need to have that process going. So get in the habit of just staying at the same time. And that will actually improve your sleep even more than just sleeping longer. So you do that, and then you're getting at least 7.5 hours to 9 hours. Since you sleep about 90-minute cycles, give or take, you should be sleeping either 7.5 hours or 9 hours or 10.5 hours if you're a heavy sleeper. So that is like the bare minimum you could be doing to get your sleep together. I'll make a really in-depth video about sleep because I feel like it's so important, and I know a lot of guys are not taking advantage of it. All right, because y'all are staying up playing games, drinking, smoking weed, which I get it. Like, I was there too. I literally smoked like 3 times a week in high school. And I slept fine then. And then all of a sudden, as I got like a few years older, and that shit just hit me. Like, I can't keep up with it anymore. So I don't do that anymore. I'm sober now. But you don't need to do all that. You don't have to be sober. You can still have fun. I would say 80 to 90% of the time, just try to sleep as good as you can without weed, without alcohol. Alcohol definitely messes up your sleep, especially your REM sleep. So it helps you get to sleep faster, alcohol, because it's like a sedative. But then in the middle of the night, you'll be up way more, peeing more, and it's just not good if you're trying to recover. So getting your sleep together is first and foremost the priority if you're trying to get your energy levels back. Next thing you need to do is optimize your hormones. So that's going to be your thyroid, testosterone, and then those are like the big two. Thyroid and testosterone are your feel-good hormones, quote unquote. That's what's going to make you feel good. That's what's going to pop you out of bed in the morning with your dick hard and ready to take on the fucking world. And that's where I started. So I checked my testosterone about a year ago, and it was low. It was like 400 when I was 20, so that's pretty low if y'all didn't know. Get y'all's checked. I got mine checked at school for like $15, which is crazy. So see if y'all could do it through your doctor or something, or if y'all go to school and they have like a student health center, try to get that done and get your levels checked. You want to be, I would say, at least 600 to 1,000 if you're a male under like 35. Probably I feel like that's realistic, is over 600, and I was 400. So immediately I started taking steps to get that back to normal. What rabbit hole I went down, which I'm sure y'all might have seen, is the whole like endocrine disruptor thing, like the BPA, phthalates, the Teflon pans and everything. So I went full in on that. I took out all my plastic Tupperware, all glass Tupperware. I took out my Teflon pan. I got 2 steel pans now. That's all I use. My 2 steel pans. I changed a lot of my clothes out from polyester to cotton, because the polyester is like a plastic, basically. It's like plastic clothes. I switched out all my hygiene products. So I got a wooden, it's a bamboo toothbrush. I got a bamboo toothbrush, only bar soap, so it's not in the bottle. Actually, I don't shampoo at all. After a while, my hair just like starts to take care of itself. I just have a little bit of a dry scalp, so I'll put like tea tree oil. But that's it, and that kills the bacteria too. So that's all I use for my hair. That comes in a glass bottle. I use toothpaste with no fluoride. Fluoride is a bit of a endocrine disruptor as well. It's good for your teeth, but I feel like I've been fine without it. It's been a few years without fluoride, and my teeth are good. I never had a cavity ever in my life, and so I do that. What else did I do? I can't really think of much else. Oh, the deodorant. So you want to get a deodorant that's endocrine disruptor free. The app I like to use is Yuka, Yuka. Go to the grocery store, Target, whatever you go, and then you scan the barcode, and it'll rank that product, like how healthy it is for you, and it'll tell you what's in it that's bad for you and why it's bad for you. So you go and scan like 99% of the deodorants, and it has like endocrine disruptors in it. So you do all that, right? Which it takes a little bit of effort on the front end, but it's worth it on the back end. I go get my shit checked like 2 months later, and it's up to $650. All right, and I could tell too. Like I was waking up like, bro, let me tell you, I was waking up like ready to go type shit. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. If you're a dude watching this, I was ready to go, rocking and rolling, bricked. I got bricked, and that felt great. And then there was something missing though, and I could tell it wasn't quite that like testosterone, like sexual energy, which is another thing. Is if you're jacking off, you're watching corn, you're doing that still, you got to stop, because you're just wasting that sexual energy. I know there's not that much science behind it, but it's a real thing. Like you could just tell if you ever tried like no fap or whatever, which I feel like no fap's kind of stupid. I mean, I feel like some dudes might need it, but like the whole goal is to not ever do that shit again, ever. Like, don't count the days, just change your habits so you don't have to do that anymore. Which I get it is hard, especially if you get exposed to that shit at a young age. It's hard to get out of that, but that shit will make it hard as fuck to wake up in the morning too, just because you're throwing your dopamine away for free. And the way dopamine works is the actions that come before the dopamine release get reinforced. So it just gets harder and harder every day. Like the smallest thing will trigger you to go and jack off, and it's so easy, right? Like there's no effort. It doesn't take any effort to just go and search some shit up on your phone and go crazy. Like it's hard, and I feel like the best way to get over that is to just talk to women. Like get yourself a girlfriend, and that will really take care of everything, I feel like, because then you'll have a reason to put in effort, because you're trying to get the girl. You get the girl, and then you'll have a good relationship, and you have a healthier relationship with sex, and that is huge. So definitely do that as well. And I would say those things for testosterone. Optimizing your sleep will greatly improve your testosterone. During your REM sleep is when you have your peak testosterone release. So making sure you're getting that second half of your sleep at night. So sleeping longer than 6 hours. In that last bit of sleep is where you're getting the what am I trying to say? Like the brunt of that testosterone release. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's the right thing to say. So that will mostly take care of that. There's some other things you can do. I like taking boron to free up testosterone. In your blood, you have bound testosterone and free testosterone. The bound testosterone makes up 98% of the testosterone in your body, and that testosterone cannot be used on your tissues, okay? It's bound and it's locked, okay? Think about it as locked testosterone. And only about 2% is unlocked at any given time. You could take boron though, about 4 to 6 milligrams of boron a day, and that will free up an extra 2%, which is a lot. So like 4% free is a big number. I did that as well, and I feel amazing with, like, as far as that shit goes. The next thing though was thyroid. So I had a bit of a thyroid issue, which I suspected because both of my parents do. So I knew, luckily, like I just had the intuition to know that I feel like that was it. I go to my doctor, I get my test, sure enough, I'm really low. And my TSH is super high, which is a big indicator of thyroid dysfunction. And I had an autoimmune disease. I had antibodies to my thyroid. So I started taking the thyroid medication. And oh man, like once you do that, that unlocks everything. Like, and the thing about thyroid is it controls your metabolism. It controls your muscle protein synthesis, and it controls lipolysis, so the loss of fat. So it's literally the hormone for body recomposition. Like make muscles, lose fat, and then have hella energy. Like I probably increased my maintenance calories by like 500 calories after I normalized my thyroid. And I think a lot of dudes probably have some kind of deficiency. There's a lot of things you can do to optimize your thyroid. I'm not sure if I've made a video on that yet. I think I will, again, just to touch on that as well, because I feel like that's a big thing. And getting that figured out will completely change how your body digests food, absorbs food, and uses the food for real energy. So you do those two, I think you'll feel a lot better, bro. Make sure you get your thyroid checked. Make sure you get your testosterone checked. Get your sleep together, all right? Hop off the games at night. Give yourself a little bedtime routine. This is what I recommend. Stop eating 3 hours before bed. Turn lights off 2 hours before bed. And then, sorry. Stop eating 3 hours before bed. Stop drinking 2 hours before bed. Turn off lights an hour before bed. You can have a little candlelight on, or I just recently installed a red light bulb in my room. I'll just turn that on because the red light doesn't signal your eyes to it doesn't send the signal from your eyes to your brain to be awake, right? So you can still relax and calm down with the red light. Turn that off, knock out. If you want some sleep supplements, I'll make a real sleep masterclass video, like a few part series about sleep is definitely in the books to come. So yeah, man, get your sleep together, get your hormones together. Hope y'all feel good, man. Take care of yourself out here. Avoid those plastics, avoid the endocrine disruptors, stop vaping. Nicotine is huge to crush your testosterone. Try to cut it out if you can. And yeah, man, I hope y'all like this video. Give me a subscribe, a comment, a like, or something. Share this with your friends if they've been tired too. And yeah, I'll fuck with y'all. See y'all.